chicken nuggets. We are back, baby. Evan's here too.
Hello.
It is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. I posted my first video on the 4th of July about 4th of July stuff. So here is our 4th of July vlog. It wasn't actually about 4th of July stuff. It was about like fitness things. But we're doing a 4th of July vlog and I'm gonna redo everything I said. I want to give you 5 new summer fitness tips along with me in my vlog. This is amazing.
Drifting down the road, where did you come from? Never let go.
All right, we have our coffee. I usually get the protein ones from Dutch Bros. Evan's trying a new cookie dough one, but I severely will talk about it. That's not gonna be the first thing about protein. Anyways, let me turn down. We don't need to get in trouble. We were bopping to a 4th of July playlist. Elton John. Okay, there's some hit or miss, like hits or misses with this. Where was I going with this? Oh, my first tip, because I'm not doing any of the same ones. If you go back and watch my first video, that's great. That was last year's Kara. That was 2023's Kara's mindset. This is 2024 Kara. And my first thing is just gonna be movement. You can ask Evan, I have to move every day. Every day I am moving, I'm doing something. If it's not a run, I will at least go for a walk. If it's not a walk, I'm making sure that I'm at least going to the gym. I have to do something for at least 30 minutes, I would say. I'm not a big yoga person. Sometimes I'll count yoga, but move. Just start moving more. I know a lot of people work from home. They have their desk, all that fun stuff. It's work. He has a standing desk, so I understand. Oh, jeez, he's going ham. Okay, maybe I'll get you not in this video. I'm gonna have to censor the way you're going after the stroke. Anyway, so move more. We are today going to go run one of my favorite lakes in Denver. It's Sloan's Lake, if you know, you know. It's about 2 miles. I think we're only gonna do 1 loop though, but focus on how much movement you're getting because of work. My hands. Because of work, I will say I easily knock out 10 to 12,000 steps a day, and on top of that, I need to move because my body's so used to the fact that I work standing up. I do a lot of movement naturally, so I need to do more on top of that. If you stand at a desk all day, anything you do will be great. But if you're an active person already and you feel like you're kind of stuck in a rut, move more outside of what you currently do. Your body has adapted already, is used to that. Add to it. Anything you want to add, Evan?
Nope. Happy 4th.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh yeah, did I show y'all my shirt? Okay, bye.
It's always been you and me. Oh, I waited my life for this. Yeah, I waited my life. You got me lost. Even if it ends, you know I would do it all again. I know I could, just to feel the way this feels. Love struck. Love struck.
So pretty because you get the mountain.
So like the replay would be like the replay value would be like finding the rare.
The mountains. Evan just wants to get it over with, so no more warming up. Obsessed.
Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the
This is the whole lake. I don't think I have it on my watch anymore, but the whole lake was a little over 2.5 miles, and I kept going to make it 3. It took me about 32 minutes. Not bad for a 5K on the 4th of July. I think there's Evan coming up. I told myself to do 1 mile, then I ended up doing 2, then I ended up doing 3 without stopping. My whole goal is that I'm trying to get back to not walking because I started implementing it. How was it? How many did you do?
3.
Nice. Yeah. So now we're gonna stretch and rest, but look how pretty with the mountains. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they have slider slushies. Where are they? All right, taste test it.
You ready to try it?
No. Oh, it's not bad. Jeez.
Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any investors.
Chicken nuggets. We are on to tip number 2 because I got distracted with my 4th of July. Tip 2, protein. I know y'all knew this was coming. I know you knew it was coming. I have so many clients that are like, oh, I eat plenty of protein. I'm like, really, how much do you eat? And she's like, well, I'll have yogurt for breakfast, and then, like, you know, I'll have a snack and all this. I'm like, everything you told me throughout your day equals maybe 40 grams. I was like, that's not even close to the amount you need. The amount you need should be minimum, I would say minimum 80 to 100 while you're just figuring out how much protein you get in. Then we're gonna go above 100 grams a day. I would take the body weight you have, your goal body weight, let's say it's 130, I'm 140. I aim for around 130 a day. That is my goal for protein. The best way to do that, if you don't like tracking, and I don't like tracking either, write it down on a sticky note. I keep a notes app and I'll write down what I eat and I'll look up to make sure how many grams of protein are, and I just add it up to make sure I'm getting enough in. Sneak it in however you can. Protein coffee, snacks. Don't save it for later. If you save it for the end of the day, I guarantee you're not gonna get it in. But protein is the #1 thing. Keeps you from being sore. It helps replenish your muscles. It's just gonna fuel you. A yogurt in the morning, sandwich at lunch with some protein, and then have a chicken breast at dinner. It's not gonna cut it. I am sorry. But almost everyone in the world could stand to eat more protein. And yeah, that's gonna be tip 2. I know it's annoying. I know you've heard it plenty of times. But there's a reason you hear it. There's a reason why everyone focuses on it and tells you that. So start tracking however you can. If you want to use MyFitnessPal, if you want to write it down, focus on protein. And yeah. If you're still here, we are, of course, I feel like every influencer I follow, not that I'm an influencer, makes a HelloFresh meal or something, and I'm like, I'm not promoting it, I'm not sponsored. I was just sharing because we came back from a trip, and usually if I go on a trip, I try to get a HelloFresh box delivered the day we get back or the day after if I know I might not have time before I go to work to go grocery shopping. So this was our box because we went to Mexico, to Cancun. Gravy boat chicken sando. Here you go. So I'm cutting up the carrots now, slicing it, all this fun stuff. It's only 650 calories. One of the meals we had, it was like a turkey bowl, had 1,000 calories. So that's just something to be mindful for. And also when you cook, they tell you like, use oil, use olive oil, use this. And I try not to use too much of any of that because it adds up.
Through the night, got your number on speed dial, put your heart on the line. Drifting down the road, where did you come from? Never let go, you're straight up in control. Call you 100 times, cause I really hate it when you say goodbye. Hello, hello, can I call
All right, while we are here, let me just talk about tip number 3. We're on 3 now. Let me turn that on. Alexa, off. Don't want to get copyrighted. Tip number 3, I would say, was it gonna be water? I think it was gonna be water. I know that's basic. I know that's nothing new. Get yourself your favorite water bottle. You know, tried and true. Buy yourself a new one if you don't want to drink out of yours. This is 40 ounces. I need to have 3 of these plus a shaker bottle of water a day. I am still on my first one. I will say we went for a run and I didn't take my water with me. Usually I wear my vest, but I didn't do that today, so that's probably why I'm so far behind. But water, water, water. It's annoying, I know. You need to be getting in a gallon. I feel like no one's getting in enough water these days. And if you are exercising, if you live in Texas, if you live where it's hot, if you are working out outside, if you're just exercising in general, you need to be getting in more water, and it will help. I know you've heard this before. It'll help with bloating. It just helps with your mental health, mentality, fatigue, your brain, all that fun stuff. I personally do like the taste of water. Some people don't. I've done the flavored drinks before. I used to do Mio waters. Just normal water, usually when I'm really thirsty, will get me. If you want this and your fun drink, do both, but water is gonna be the 3rd tip. I don't think people realize how key it is. They, like my dad, if you're watching this, I'm calling you out. He just drinks coffee all the time. Just coffee all the time, maybe 1 glass of water a day. I'm physically concerned for him because I don't know how people do that. I'm like, the more you drink, the thirstier you get, the more you get used to it. It may take time. If you need to set timers for yourself and say, okay, every 4 hours, I'm gonna finish one of these, do it. Whatever you can to help yourself. If you don't notice after a week that you feel better, go back to your old habits then, if that's how you want to play it. But I think you should definitely start drinking more water. Everybody in general, it would not hurt. But that's gonna be tip number 3, water. It is literally still the 4th of July. I feel like they've seen you in 5 different outfits. We are going to the airport to drop Evan off. As I said, he has to fly into Texas this evening for a funeral tomorrow, but I work tomorrow morning. I'll be up at 6 a.m. So my 4th of July started off nice and strong, slowly turning into a grandma 4th of July. Evan's is turning into a travel one, but we did have fun this morning, right? He's looking to make sure he has everything. You know where you're going?
Yeah.
He's flying some small airplane. He has to fly in Lubbock for some small airlines. So, yes, close enough to me. I was telling you about it. In the airport, by the way. I changed the sheets. I'm about to start cooking dinner. What else have I done? And I'm gonna put on the summer. I turned pretty to watch. What did you do when the hubby's gone? Anyway, so tips, I would say the next one, your whole fitness journey, what you're going through is figuring out, like, this is everyone's first time doing it. I was into weightlifting, and then I was into tracking macros. I've been through injuries, so I kind of feel like it's not linear. It's up and down, and it's a marathon. Whatever you're doing, you're figuring it out for yourself. Maybe your body responds to something better, but take it step by step, day by day. Have patience. One of my clients recently gained back all of her weight, and she's texted me now that she's very frustrated. She's been walking 10,000 steps a day and it isn't losing weight. And I was like, well, how long have you been doing this? And she'd been doing it maybe 2 weeks, not even a month yet. And I was like, all right, well, let's review at your month mark. And she's like, but I'm eating and I'm doing this and I'm not eating a lot. And I'm like, that's great, but it's consistency over time. You, like, this is your lifestyle. You're not changing it. You're not going to go back to your old habits. This is your lifestyle now. So my biggest thing would be take your time. Remember that this is a whole new mentality. You are doing this for the long haul. Here's the dinner I'm making tonight. It's one of my old recipes. It's flatbread, but I'm going to add a little protein with it. And I'm trying to decide if I want to blend up some cottage cheese for extra protein to go with. I was eating out of it because I was like, so yep, this is the zucchini and tomato flatbread. Let's see how it goes. Alright guys, I'm going to give you my final tidbit of advice before I cook dinner and I'm in for the night. My final one is going to be food is fuel. I didn't start thinking of food as fuel until I started doing like long distance running, like I did any other kind of running before. But food as fuel, my brain just did the switch from macros and thinking of it as protein, carbs, fat to what's gonna fuel me, what's gonna feel good, what can I have that'll help me last 7-8 miles, if not more. Making that switch though, it was just so funny because I would so always worried about macros and make sure I had like a high protein right before I would work out. And then now I'm like, I need carbs, I need what's going to fuel me for my workout. Before, you know, protein, carbs, fats, you have a goals, you track it in your fit your macros, which I want you to do. I still want you to have your protein, but I think finding it like, okay, veggies, fruits, vegetables, like what's going to actually fuel me in my body so that I can go hard tomorrow for my workout. That whole switch, it's been insane, but that did not happen until I started running. And since then, I'm definitely more well-rounded on my diet. Before, I was eating a little more processed because I could get away with that with tracking macros and just convenience foods. And now I'm really trying to eat more whole foods, making sure I feel good. I was watching this YouTube, it's by Gains by Brains, her name's Gabby. She said a healthy lifestyle is an energy giver, and that really helped me think, okay, the healthier I eat, the more I move, the more sun I get, the better I'll feel, the more energy I'll have to continue to do so. If you take away all the healthy habits you have right now, you'll notice you don't have energy because you're not doing those. So if you take away anything, make the mental switch. Food is fuel. I mean, days that don't work out, I definitely indulge myself, but I try my best not to. But if you take away anything, a healthy lifestyle is an energy giver. That one just stuck with me and I loved it. But yeah, those are my tidbits of advice. Please know I do have balance. I don't always hit my protein goals. I don't always hit my water goals, but I try. I try really hard to be the best I can be. If I don't hit my water goal, like today's not the end of the world, I'm going to be better than I was tomorrow than I was today. You get the gist. I do work tomorrow morning early at like 6 a.m. So Evan left. It is 4th of July, but not every holiday, I guess, it's just gonna be a banger that you go out with. So I'm gonna make a homemade ricotta and cheese pizza and watch, I think I already told you this, The Summer Turned Pretty. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen. And yeah, so let me get cooking, but comment if you have any questions, if you have any tips. Yeah, okay, chicken nuggets. This is how it came out. I feel like that's good, right? And then I'm gonna put a little honey on top.
Previously on The Summer I Turned Pretty.
I just have so much shit going on. If we started something, I feel like I could fuck it up. I need to talk to my sister.
She's with Jeremiah. Conrad was.
This is before the fireworks. I am
Hop
signing
in the
off.
getaway car, let's
It is
go just for
currently
the night.
8:30.
Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here.
That's a grand.
From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear.
I'll say that is more towards like the city.